Hi again. This is just a quick look at how patterns save information to help Lorenzo on the Facebook group for the Command Station. Hi Lorenzo. So the patterns save a lot of information. When you start a new pattern, you have to decide on the channels you're going to use and the let's go to record here, the length of it, where to start recording, whether you want to quantize the metronome and the counting, that's for recording, and you have to decide what channel, what track, that TO1 there, and what preset. So here on track 1 of the pattern we've got channel 1 and then the preset. So then we can go to preset and there it is. Yeah, that's on track 1 of the pattern. So the problem is if I play this pattern on another command station or like the MK6 keyboard and it doesn't have the same sound ROMs in here. Let me show you what happens when you load a decent length pattern in. It'll be quick, so watch that where it says Chicken Little there. That'll just flick for a second to loading with little brackets on it. So I'm going to turn this here. See the loading that came up there? Let's try it again. There we go. So I get that up just by pressing stop and it loads. If it's a short track, a small track, you don't get that. The other thing to notice here is these 16 track enable or mute buttons. When I change to the next track, they'll flick and then some more will come on. And what's happening there is, if I go back to this track, if we go to the preset for channel 1, it's this kit Easy Rider. If I change the pattern to the next one, the preset's changed, and that's because the presets all load in with that pattern. So when I save a pattern, it'll save all the presets that are on each channel. See all these ones here? Now if you try and play that on a command station or the EMU keyboard like the MK6 or whatever, it's looking for these particular presets. So either you can go through and edit those on the other command station. You would have to know what ROMs, the sound ROMs are installed, and then you could edit the pattern to that. Or another way I found that might possibly work is you can stop it from sending out the information which would change the pattern presets. So if we're going to edit pattern and start to scroll through, where are we? Nearly there, I think. There's notes, events. Right, so channel assign. So this assigns on track 7, it's using channel 7. So track 7 can use channel 8 or channel 6 or whoever. So you can assign that channel to that track. Try and get in your head there's a difference between a track and a channel and a preset. Destination. Now here's an interesting thing about destination. If I go to destination external, I get another option to edit, and this is in the preset. When I go to presets, if I've got this right, excuse me, where is it in presets? Or was it in the edit pattern? Can't remember now. Oh dear. Right, so I'll leave that on external. Let's go to here it is. Right, so I've on this track 7, you can do it on any of the tracks, and you can alter tracks here. I've got it set to external, and here's the reason why. If we go back one option to this event, and then it says press enter to view edit, so we'll press enter. Here we have there, which is saying channel the first event. Now an event isn't a note. Let's just clarify that. Note, in your options you can edit the notes, which I did in another video just before this one. So you can edit the notes that are being played, but you can also edit the events. And the event, press the wrong button. The event we're editing here is to do with this. Yeah, so at the moment that's set to internal. I'm going to change that to external and put the cursor back under channel assign, go back one to event, and then it says press enter to view edit, so we'll do that. And then what we need to do here is go down to this is effectively the events. There we go. Using the selector, the event selector, it'll scroll through the events in sequence. So I need this one here. See where it says program 11, and then you've got M and L. These are to do with changing the preset for this pattern using the sound ROM that's installed. So when you're editing this and you go to this channel assign, you can actually change it to external. I'm just reading at the same time as I'm talking to you because I can't remember what the M and the L stand for. Basically I think that's something like on a preset you've got the number 11 there. That's for the preset number within the bank number 3. So it's preset 11 in bank 3. Go back to here, go back to event, turn it until I get this program, and that'll change the preset. So I can actually skip through to the program 0. In other words, don't change the program, and therefore these two are off. Yeah, so I can select using this here. See how these all change to different ones. Yeah, so I can change it to that. If I now save the track, it won't change that preset when it starts, because when you press play to start, it says this is not going to work, is it? Goes back to pattern. Why has it gone back to there? Don't know. Let's go there. Pattern. Right, okay, yes, there we go. We're back to it. For whatever reason I'd messed up there, probably because I went to song when I clicked accidentally on song. So in whatever pattern you have, it'll have presets allocated to each channel. Let's try that again. So on this one, track 1, 2, 3, because it's my blank one, it's got no presets assigned to it whatsoever. Yeah. If I go to pattern edit and I go to event, it's got no events, so you can't change anything because there's nothing there. If I change this to external, take the cursor back up to here, I can now put an event in, because the command station is thinking it's going to play outwards to another command station keyboard or whatever. And here under program, that's the program change command. So that would edit on the other synthesizer or the other command station what to change to, and then it gives it a voice and a bank number. So if you change that to 0 on your pattern, say I go to this one, which is, yeah, that's now a pattern that I've loaded in. All these have changed to lit up, whereas on my pattern there's all 16 lit up. Yeah. On this one there's only 12 lit up because they've all changed. On my pattern blank, all the presets are there, but the ride easy, perk, misc, thumb up here, but it won't play anything because the pattern is blank. 3, 2, 1, 1. There we go. Yeah. So with each, I don't know if I'm making sense here, with each pattern you have the ability to go into edit, channel assign, go to destination. If it's not on external, if it's on internal or none, it won't play. If it's on none, obviously it won't play. Internally, it'll just play internal. And as far as I know, if we then go here, you can't edit it. That send information doesn't work. That program change doesn't work because it's trying to play the internal voices. That's for the internal. External, I wonder if it works on both. Let's have a look. No events in track. So it looks like it has to be set to external. In other words, this command station is playing something that's external, outside itself. And then you can edit the program change. There is another way to do it as well, which is, for example, if you want to play this command station from an external and come into it, you could set this up so that, where's the setting? Can't see the setting. Where is the setting? Is it in MIDI? Is there a setting in MIDI for yeah. So in the MIDI settings, here it says receive program change. If you turn that off and then change your pattern presets for each of the channels, the sequence, the MIDI sequence that comes into the command station won't change the voices as far as I know. So you could perhaps look at that as well. So that's under MIDI, receive program change. You can turn it off. Yeah, and you can do that for each of the tracks or channels if you wish to do that. You can also use in the Facebook post you'll see a big grid. You can use this MIDI program change to preset. So you can choose a program change number, yeah, and link that to a particular preset number. So if you get MIDI program change 0, it could change to the MP7 ROM that's inside to 3. So on your keyboard, the MK6, you may be able to set it so that this works, because as far as I know, this will only change to the sound ROMs you have installed in your MK6. So when it receives a program change, you could decide which one gets changed and where it goes to. So as it receives a program change message, you could set the particular sound ROM number and bank. So give that a try if you can understand what I'm meaning by that, and I hope this helps. Cheers.